Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it seems like just another day ending in Y where EA gets accused of being one of the greediest companies in video game history out there, ladies and gentlemen. We've known about the microtransactions, we've known about all the kind of crazy stuff that they pushed over the last few years, and while it's just one of them companies that I'm not a big fan of in a lot of cases out there, they made a couple of good Star Wars games, but other than that, it's just an absolute travesty of what the company has become after all of the great stuff they've done in the past. Well, the latest thing to get them blasted is the latest update for their Sims 4 Grim Reaper DLC, because for DLC, ladies and gentlemen, they are asking for $40. And needless to say, the fans are not happy and they are absolutely blasting EA as they rightly should. And that's a beautiful thing that we're going to talk about here today, boys and girls. So we're going to check out this article from Bounding into Comics, get into all of the juicy details and see exactly what all of the fans are out there saying, and also what the DLC actually entails as well, because it does sound like there's a lot of neat stuff in this as well. But holy cow, that sticker shock for a lot of people seems to be a little much. So before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Are you a Sims player out there? Is this DLC a little bit too much for you, and you're probably going to end up passing on this one or wait for it to come out as a discount later down the road? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. So, from Bounding into Comics and Nicolo Pajic says fans furious as EA greed turns darker with a $40 Sims 4 Grim Reaper DLC. EA is the greediest company ever. Dun dun dun. Electronic Arts has revealed the latest expansion for The Sims 4, titled Life and Death, with a release date set just in time for Halloween, October 31st. You know, you'd think you'd want to actually release it like earlier in the month of October, so that way you get the whole spooky season for people to play it, but whatever. However, the expansion will cost a whopping $39.99. Yes, $40, boys and girls, which has already sparked controversy within the gaming community. The Sims 4 Life and Death expansion takes a darker note compared to anything seen before in the life simulation game. Players will get a chance to experience the afterlife, bringing a slew of new gameplay options, which includes working as a Grim Reaper, planning funerals, exploring the afterlife, and even reincarnation. This sounds like a blast. The dark twist of Sims 4 introduces Ravenwood, a new world comprised of 3 haunting neighborhoods: Crow's Crossing, Whispering Glen, and Morning Vale. In addition to the Grim Reaper option, players will also be able to choose the Undertaker career path as well, digging graves, planning funerals, and more. The ultimate goal of a Sims life, known as the Soul's Journey, introduces a reward system that allowed for reincarnation, granting Sims a second life with the abilities carried over from their previous existence. That does sound like a whole lot of stuff cram-packed into all of that, though. Furthermore, there will be ghost Sims, which will remain playable and can interact with the living world in a humorous or creepy ways, from spectacle woohoo to pulling pranks as a poltergeist. EA prepared a whole bunch of darker content to coincide with the spooky season, including being attacked by a murder of crows and more. But fans and players aren't happy with the price tag, and they're uniting against to accuse EE of naked greed. And that's one of the things too, is a guy that was like thinking, like, I don't own The Sims 4 obviously as of right now, so for me to go in there just to play this DLC, I don't know what this game costs its base user, but if this is a $40 or $50 current game, you're talking $90 to bring somebody in for this game, and a DLC for $40 out there. Yeah, that does sound like a little much. Don't get me wrong. It does sound like you're gonna have a lot of new little features, but you're essentially paying the price of almost a brand new game at that point. Little much. Needless to say, fans aren't happy. So Harv over here on social media, over here on X, stated $40 for that? EA is the greediest company ever. Another player, FNDHMQ, added to the sentiment by saying, this pack will cost $39.99. I speak for everyone when I say I will not be buying it. Lower that price. Yeah, that's a little bit much. However, it's not just the price tag. Many fans are aware of the continual problems with bugs and glitches breaking the game with every new update. One player in particular, Lily of 300 Mirrors, pointed out instead of focusing on releasing a new content, EA should focus on fixing the existing Sims. What they need to do is fix their bugged out game. Every single time they update and patch the game, it breaks for days, if not weeks. Now that we know there is no Sims 5, they should concentrate on making this one a better game worth spending money on. And yeah, and that's on top of things as well, as we know that every time you do a patch or time you do an update, it breaks and causes your game to be a bunch of buggy mess. Then it's going to be people even less likely to buy a $40 pack that's going to only do what? Break their game, and you're supposed to be releasing this on October 31st when everybody wants to play it, and then it's just going to end up smashing and breaking the game, so nobody's even going to be able to play it on Halloween. Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. The Sims was first released in February 2000 to become a go-to game for everyone who wants life simulation experiences. Sims 4 is the most advanced in the series, and the latest expansion brings new features that have been missing for years. But as exciting as new gameplay sounds, the $40 price tag has dampened enthusiasm. The asking price for a DLC for an already aging game is a bit much, and the question is whether EA will hear player concerns or continue to grab for money. Only time will tell if the Sims legacy will be tarnished by corporate greed, as EA has revealed that there will be no Sims 5 game. That's right, they're just going to keep cranking out $40 DLCs, hoping that you will lap it up and buy it as a brand new game. And boys and girls, it does not look like this is going to work out in any way, shape, or form. Look, we know that the gaming industry is going through a bit of a contraction time frame right now. Money is tight. The economy is rough. And to go out there and try to pat your own packets with a $40 DLC, that is just absolutely insane. Does it sound like it's got a bunch of cool new options and features? Absolutely. Is it worth $40 as a guy that would have to go in and buy the Sims game on top of this DLC just to pay for it or just to play it? No, not in any way, shape, or form. And it sounds like even current and existing players are also calling you out for the fact that they're paying for $40 for something that will essentially break and bug your game. No, thank you, EA. Go back to the drawing board, listen to your customers, listen to your fans, and birth this on a discount. Drop this price right now. Otherwise, it could just be another of the latest gaming industry disasters to blow up in your face. And at the end of the day, you will get exactly what you deserve.